She said, I want a divorce. I want a divorce. That's what my friend said to me about 2.5 months ago, when she approached me in a time of need, in a time of necessity. God, by grace, put her in my path. She said, I am getting a divorce. So I sat with her and I said, tell me your story. And as she told me her story, she told me some particular issues that she was having. And I asked her straight up, how long have you been married for? And she said, 20 years. 20 years. And as she related her story to me, and I tried to empathize with her, I started thinking about a particular word that came to mind, which is commitment. Commitment is a word that we have dwindled down to almost anything in today's America. And that commitment that brought us to the marriage altar, that commitment to say yes to that guy that proposed, that commitment that decided, hey, I'm going to go and ask her to be my girlfriend, that commitment has vanished these days. The commitment to entrust, the commitment to pledge, and we have forgotten the full meaning of commitment. And many of us think of love as a feeling, which is a feeling, but more than a feeling, it's a choice. A choice we made to say, hey, I'm marrying this person till death do us part, in sickness and in health, or for richer or for poorer. In today's society, we see all this decay. And today I want to share with you a couple points from the Bible that may help you in that struggling of marriage. Maybe you've looked everywhere, but the perfect recipe for a marriage, it's right here in the Holy Bible. And if we look at the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 9, it says, live joyfully with the wife whom thou lovest. Live joyfully. Many of us think of when we're married, after a couple, 3-4 years, we start getting into a fight, and then the fight gets escalated, and we keep that all inside until it bursts. And then we can't sleep in the same bed. We have to separate ourselves, go into a different bed. And we kind of make it like we're living with the enemy, when this should be our best friend. So that's one of the concepts that I want to explain to you. You're not living with your enemy. It's your best friend. It's supposed to be your best friend. Your ideal helpmate, says in the book of Genesis. If we also see in Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22, the Word of God teaches us, wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands. Feminists, please, beware of these verses. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. In today's society, we see DIFs. What's DIF, you mean? Dual income families. Why? Because of our own necessity, in our own vanity of wanting to have what the Joneses have. You're wanting to have the best cars, the biggest houses, bigger than your neighbor. So now we take the time for instead of having the mother stay at home and raising our children, the nanny is doing it. Instead of having the mother stay at home and teach the kids what's right or wrong, we have cable television dictating what's right and wrong. Instead of having, spending time playing at the park with the kids, we let the neighbors' kids come and teach them bad words, come and teach them, hey, let's watch WWE or wrestling or something that does not edify your children. And then we wonder why we have all these anorexic kids, all these kids that are product of divorce, these kids that are into drugs, into pornography, and you say, not my house, not my house. I don't know if you've watched this show on television on the channel A&E. Intervention is a very, very touching show. Something I found in common of all those shows and all those people that are addicted for some form of addiction is divorce. Divorce in our society is permeating our lives and destroying our society as it is. If we look at verse number 5:25, chapter number 5, verse 25 in Ephesians, the Word of God continues to say, husbands, love your wives. Love your wives. It doesn't say love football. It doesn't say love your dog. It says doesn't love your car. It says love your wives. We've forgotten to love our wives. When you come in the house, ring the door after a day of hard work and say ding dong. And when your wife comes out, be surprised. Be surprised and say, oh, I'm sorry. I think I'm in the wrong house. I think this is Miss Universe house. Be nice, be kind, be romantic. Keep that alive. Bring him flowers. It says, husbands, love your wives. And I leave you with this last verse, Titus chapter 2, verse 4. It says, that they may teach young women to be sober, not alcoholics, not socialites, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, and not like that show on ABC that, you know, that every woman of the neighborhood comes over and starts talking about each other's husband and all that. Desperate Housewives. Chaste. Keepers at home. They keep the home intact. Good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of God be not blasphemed. So today, when we see all the major causes of divorce being the three major causes: communication, finances, and adultery. All those three, and there's many more, but these are the three main ones. Which, you know, by the last 3 years, we've been told it's 50% divorce rate. It's not 50%. It's about 60%. And the average marriage is about 5 to 6 years. That is pathetic, and we can change that. We can change that. And if you've tried the best psychologist and it hasn't worked, if you tried the best psychiatrist and it hasn't worked, if you tried the best depression pill, whether it be Prozac, Zoloft, whatever it is, Fen-Phen, make sure that if you kneel down by yourself and entrust yourself to God and say, God, I've tried everything I can. My marriage is in crumbles. My kids are in disarray, but I need your help. Humbles thyself before God, and He will help you. He will help you. He will hear you, and He will assist you. He will give you the power and the strength to continue on. May God bless you.